Hi, this week's devotional is going to come out of Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verses 18 to 20. Ecclesiastes is a book that tradition suggests was written by Solomon in his old age. He was reflecting on life and reflecting on the lessons he had learned, all the mistakes he had made, and all the things that God had done in his life, for good or for bad. And so Solomon, in this reflective work, really provides us sort of a balanced approach to life. And so for those who are at extreme highs in their lives, when everything seems to be going well, Ecclesiastes is a really good book to read because it'll bring us down into reality. And at the same time, those who are really low, when things don't seem to be going well, can find a great deal of comfort in the book of Ecclesiastes because it'll raise us up to that kind of even plane where I think God wants us to be, never too despondent and never too high on life, because he wants us to have our hope and our trust in him alone. So let me read you these 3 verses today, and I think it gives a balanced approach for how to deal with one of the most important elements of our lives, namely our daily toil. Behold, what I have seen to be good and fitting is to eat and drink and find enjoyment in all the toil with which one toils under the sun the few days of his life that God has given him. For this is his lot. Everyone also to whom God has given wealth and possessions and power to enjoy them, and to accept his lot and rejoice in his toil. This is the gift of God. For he will not much remember the days of his life, because God keeps him occupied with joy in his heart. So toil, or our daily routines, most of us probably would identify toil as our vocations. What we do most of the time, Monday through Friday. Whatever we do, we probably find many of the days that we're doing it that it's toilsome. It's routine. It becomes boring and mundane. Think of a stay-at-home mom, for example, who day after day is cleaning dishes, cleaning diapers, washing the clothes, making sure the kids get off to school on time, day after day after day. Or the person who works on the line at the factory, keeps doing the same thing over and over and over again. Or the student who doesn't want to be in school because they're seemingly studying the same thing and it's boring and it doesn't engage them. In all these cases, this is the toil that God has given us. This is the life that he has given us. And what Solomon is saying is that there's a great deal of joy to be found in that toil. And so Solomon is not saying that we should eat, drink, and be merry and not think about anything. That's not what he's saying at all. What he's saying is that in our toil, we will discover good things. We will discover people. We will discover opportunities to be outside and enjoy nature for those who work outside. We will discover new discoveries in whatever we're doing, new ways of doing our job. We will discover, more than anything, though, other people. And God puts us in places where we can enjoy relationships. And I think the call here is to find that joy. Find the joy that's in the midst of our toil, to seek for it. And as we look for it and find it, we will discover that our lives will be better. And as verse 20 suggests, we will not much remember the days of our life because we'll be so consumed with finding the joy that is in the midst of what God has given us. And if we, as Christians, are looking for opportunities to share the gospel in our daily toil with people we get to know and run into and work with, we will find that we are being used for God's greater glory. And that, in and of itself, is the greatest joy, no matter what our toil is. Thanks for your time. God bless you.